Welcome to WMLT. I'm Jamie Lee Reichert. Tyler Clementi was a Rutgers University student who committed suicide after cyberbullying last month. Here with more about bullying is Jonathan Klein.
Tyler Clementi was a promising young violinist. After an evening spent with another man was broadcast live over the internet by his roommate, Clementi committed suicide by jumping from a bridge. Just the transition to college is challenging for many young adults. Assistant social work faculty member at Concord University, Joan Pendergast, says bullying happens to all different groups.
Many different populations or groups or ethnicities at some point or other become bullied. But for this media cycle, it happens to be for gays and lesbians, which I think it's something that needs to be looked at, because there's the suicide rate for young gays and lesbians is quite high.
Within the past 3 weeks, 5 teens have committed suicide. Pendergast also says that the high number of suicides among gay teens in recent weeks could be due to an unexplained phenomenon.
It almost has like an avalanche effect, that there's one child commits suicide or one adolescent commits suicide, and then they either have suicide pacts, or just because the act is what it is, that then you'll see a rapid increase of suicides in that particular group, and that's just kind of a phenomenon that happens.
The issue of cyberbullying and invasion of privacy is also at the heart of the issue in the Clementi case. Chief of Police Mark Stella at Concord University says students should be careful to protect their privacy.
If somebody's accusing somebody of videotaping somebody without their knowledge, we're going to go ask a few questions. Hey, are you doing this without your roommate's knowledge? If you are, and we can't prove it, you need to stop. Plain and simple. That if we can prove it, we have some internal policies too that we can take care of.
Also, Stella says there is help available to students who need it.
If we have individuals here on campus that need help, needs to talk to somebody that maybe is not quite at that stage of potentially being suicidal, let's say they're just stressed out over their midterms. Let's say they're stressed out over some family life. Let's say they're stressed out over something that happened at a function here, and maybe they got embarrassed. We have a counseling center. We have people here trained that we encourage individuals like this to go speak to.
Pendergast also says that there is support here on campus for gay and lesbian students.
And I think our focus right now is just to bring awareness to the fact that there are gays and lesbians and straight people here on campus that are concerned about the welfare of gays and lesbians. And if that's all we accomplish this year, that would be great.
Concord University will offer a symposium on cyberbullying on October 19th, starting at 7:30 p.m. For WMLT News, I'm Jonathan Klein in Athens.
Last week, a San Diego federal judge issued a worldwide injunction that would stop enforcement of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. It ended the military's 17-year-old ban on openly gay troops. The U.S. Department of Justice attorneys have 60 days to appeal, but legal experts say that the department has no obligation to do this, and that they could possibly let the ruling stand. However, legal experts say that the government's attorneys are not likely to let this ruling stand, since Obama has made it clear he wants Congress to appeal the policy. 33 miners trapped half a mile underground inside a mine are close to being rescued after 69 days. Rescuers in Chile are preparing to start bringing the miners above ground starting Tuesday in an unprecedented rescue. The first miner is expected to return to the surface late Tuesday, with each rescue taking a total of about 20 minutes. Media are being kept away from the scene, and the miners will walk through an inflatable tunnel to ambulances and then to a triage station for an extensive medical check. The miners were trapped on August 5th after an explosion sealed off the gold mine that they were working in. Concord students were treated to a celebrity appearance as Nick Pike performed for an enthusiastic crowd. Pike was formerly a contestant on the national TV show America's Got Talent. Some talents he performed included breakdancing, juggling 3 balls, 3 clubs, 5 clubs, and riding a 6-foot unicycle while juggling 3 clubs. And last but not least, he walked across broken shards of glass while juggling 2 kitchen knives and a meat cleaver, all while blindfolded for the grand finale. This show was something that all who came enjoyed and will be a tough act to follow for Concord's next performer. And now, here with this week's Concord Minute, Marilee McAuliffe.
Thanks, Jamie Lee. It's that time again on the Campus Beautiful where the leaves are changing and football season is at its peak, which means homecoming is just around the corner. In preparation for the weekend, sororities and fraternities have constructed billboards displaying the Disney theme they chose for the homecoming festivities. Such themes as The Nightmare Before Christmas, Snow White, Hercules, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, and The Little Mermaid can be seen along Concord sidewalks. One of the events the organizations have been preparing for is a dance number they had to choreograph and lip sync to, which will be performed this weekend in the main gym. The score of their billboards, dance routine, and votes for the homecoming candidates will determine this year's homecoming winner. Also, the football team will be playing Glenville State coming into the season with 3 wins and 3 losses, while Concord maintains their record at 4 wins and 2 losses. Tailgating for the game starts at 1, and the game will kick off at 3. That's it for this week's Concord Minute Homecoming Edition. We wish all the organizations good luck in their homecoming festivities, and good luck to the Mountain Lions in their game this weekend. Back to you, Jamie Lee.
Stay tuned to WMLT. We'll be right back. Fingerprints with ink are a thing of the past for one Mercer County Police Department. The Princeton Police Department has a new piece of equipment that is expected to make their own job safer, easier, and more efficient. Julia Spencer has more.
City police are moving into the future with digital fingerprinting. The Princeton Police Department has a new digital machine that produces digital fingerprint files rather than ink copies. The machine made comes from a $38,000 grant. Officers say ink fingerprinting took much longer and caused problems if the fingerprint was smudged or ineligible. Sometimes the head office would send the print back to be reprinted. Now, when officers scan a print, it will automatically show whether or not the suspect has any current warrants or past criminal history. Officer W.M. Bradley of the Princeton Police Department explains some of the safety features.
As you can see, we have a pedal for your right foot and a pedal for your left foot. And what this does is increases safety, which means we don't have to take our hands off the prisoner. We can use our feet to change what we need to change here on the fingerprint system. A very good idea, much safer than the old way it was.
The machine can also make it easier for officers to take digital pictures of any other identifying marks a suspect may have, such as scars or tattoos.
Correct. We have a camera system here that can take up to 10 pictures. We can do the front view, side view, any scars, any marks, amputations, or tattoos that may help identify a subject.
Bradley believes digital fingerprinting is the future of West Virginia's police stations. Safety features and faster results mean more protection for residents. In the near future, police departments across the state hope to all have this technology soon. For WMLT News, I'm Julia Spencer in Athens.
Miley Cyrus has caused controversy once again with her new music video, Who Owns My Heart? The video starts off with her in bed wearing nothing but a tank top and underwear, then her in the bathroom, then lastly, her dancing at a club. This video has caused a big stir with the Parents Television Council, which ironically Miley's father, Billy Ray Cyrus, is a member of the board. Many say that this video is a desperate attempt from Miley to show that she is not a little girl anymore. She wants to free the shackles of Hannah Montana. The new risque path Miley has taken have many comparing her to pop idols such as Britney Spears. Both started their careers with innocent Disney shows and later transformed into pop sensations. Many say that the only difference between the two is that Britney waited until she was at the end of her stardom to bring out the sexy edge, where she fell into scandalous hole which she is still trying to climb out of, whereas Miley has barely started her career and many think she needs to be careful with her choices. Princeton played host to the second annual Princeton Marching Band Invitational Southern Thunder 2. Miles Vaughn was there to scoop out the scene.
The air at the Princeton Marching Band Invitational was filled with excitement and enthusiasm. 14 high school bands from across the state arrived to compete for the coveted title of Grand Champion. At the end of the day, a panel of judges named Capitol High the winner. The overall score was determined by music performance, marching accuracy, general effect, and other criteria. Coming in for first runner-up was Parkersburg South, and second runner-up was Bluefield High School. Behind the scenes of the competition, Rick Ball explains that the competition could not be possible without the help of sponsors and his army of volunteers. Ball hopes this event will bring bigger bands and statewide recognition that would help stimulate the southern West Virginian economy. And as the music crescendos, organizers hope that the crowds will as well. For WMLT News, I'm Miles Vaughn in Princeton.
That's all for WMLT News. I'm Jamie Lee Reichert. Please tune in again in 2 weeks for more from Concord University. From everyone here at WMLT, have a great day.